I'm Marguerite with MoveToTacoma.com, and I'm here today with Regina. And Regina is a seller's agent based in University Place. And I wanted to have you here today to talk about how you help. You have kind of a gift for helping out-of-area landlords sell their investment properties here in Tacoma.
Right.
And I'm kind of wondering if you could walk us through, like, how is that different than, you know, if you're in town, and like how. I think a lot of people, when I get that call, are like, hey, I have a rental, it's in South Tacoma, I'd like somebody to put it on the market because the tenant just gave notice. Yeah. And they think like maybe like an agent will walk out there, give them a price, and then, you know, 30 days later, yeah, they have money. And it's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Tacoma's market's really hot, and we have a lot of buyers, but a lot of them have financing and concerns. So
Right.
how do you usually approach like your first conversation with an out-of-area investor that needs to sell?
Yeah, we had a couple of people that that I actually sold houses to before the crash of the market,
Right.
who had hung on and had these rentals and had tenants in it, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, now I've got enough, let's go. So I think that the most important thing is just looking at, like you said, some people think we can just go with our tenants and close it, and it's not necessarily the best thing. And so they're always worried about time, because then there's going to be a lapse of income on the property. But just first, there's been one actually tenant that the house was so cute that we said, you know what, you can rent it. But the first thing
that's pretty rare, right?
It is pretty rare, yeah. So just getting out to seeing the property and letting them know very right on and very realistic about their chances of selling. There's a lot of agents that would just take the pictures and put it on the market. We never feel like it's in our best interest of our people.
So why do you give that advice to folks to not put it on as is? Like, why do you tell them, like, after the tenant is out, let's pause and do a little work? What's the difference in how much money they make?
There's a huge difference in the money you're going to make. And you know this when working with buyers, and you walk in and you could see deferred maintenance items. You could see, you know, there's hair on the mat. I mean, it's from get-go, you're not going to get top dollar for the property. And so our system is to come in, make a list of what you need, and soon, and as the tenants move out, it's game time. And we could actually schedule everything from cleaning to work orders to painting and staging, and it could all happen within a couple of days, and we get on the market.
Oh, wow. Okay. And I mean, where my head goes with that as a buyer's agent is like, this could help with financing. So most people know our market is pretty strong right now. They probably will be able to sell it if they just throw it on the market.
Exactly.
But the difference between just throwing it on the market and doing 2 days of prep with your team is probably the difference between one offer and multiple offers, and list price or above list price.
Right. And we want to put our sellers in a position of power, and you're going to be in a position of power if you have multiple offers, if the demand is there. And if you look at the statistics pretty consistently for the past couple of years, the hot properties, 67 to 70% sell in 6 days or less.
Okay.
So things do get under contract, but it's how you show up to the market. And when we show up to the market, we want to look good, we want to smell good, we want to be well priced, and it will, in this market, get you those multiple offers. And so we also look at the difference in cost. Well, if we paint, how much more will we get on the market? And we're pretty good about assessing that. So we let them the seller make the decision about what they want to do, but we can highly recommend it, and we can make it happen.
That is the cool advantage, like having somebody like you that has a lot of experience listing rental properties for out-of-area sellers. Like, what kind of a team have you put together? Like, what kind of systems do you have to put in place to support these sellers?
Yes. Well, we have handymen, we have stagers, we have cleaners, carpet stretchers, painters, you know, all the stuff that's necessary. Every once in a while, we'll suggest that they do a pre-inspection, just depending on the property. But, you know, they love it because we're doing all the groundwork. They're making all the decisions, and they're able to get a property to market in a short period of time in the best condition that it's going to be in, so that they can get top dollar.
So, Regina, what you're telling me is that an out-of-area seller can contact you with their property, let you know when the tenant's going to be out, and you can coordinate all of the services that they're going to need, from pre-inspection to repairs to staging and aesthetic improvements from afar. Like they don't have to come back. You can get them to sign externally. Like that's what you do.
You just said it, Marguerite. It's awesome. I mean, really, whether they're up in Bellevue or Issaquah or down in Olympia or out of state, we have the systems. We go in and from start to finish, we put it on a calendar. We let them know the cost. They're still making all the decisions. And then we just are able to churn out a product and do all the legwork for them. And then they just collect the higher amount of money because we have a really good product that's hitting the market.
Well, that sounds like exactly what an investor would be looking to do.
Yes. Get those returns.
Yeah. Thank you for coming today. I really appreciate you sharing your expertise with us.
Yes. Thank you for having me on the show.